Hello, this is Emma Cownley and you are watching Kiss My A's, the content Q&A. This week's question is it okay to swear in marketing copy? Now, this is really going to come down to branding and preference. So I'm just going to tell you my personal point of view and let you decide whether or not it's the right decision for your business. Now, just to give you a little bit of perspective in regard to this conversation, because I know that your knee-jerk reaction is going to be, oh my God, I cannot swear in my marketing copy. Not true. Research has suggested that the average person, specifically the average British person, swears 14 times a day minimum. The same research that I looked into suggests that younger people are far more tolerant. So I guess we're going to be talking about mid to lower end of the millennial spectrum are more than comfortable with swearing in daily interactions. And in fact, 79% of 50 to 60-year-olds said that they didn't find swearing a problem either. So I feel like that's just swearing in general, but people are not used to seeing swear words in marketing copy from a business. So you're going to have to take that into account before you make the decision. Swearing actually represents a more colloquial version of communication in marketing copy. What this ultimately means is that you're creating content which is far truer and resonates far better with a more relaxed type of customer. For example, one of my ultimate favourite vegan cooking websites is Thug Kitchen. Now, I don't know if you've ever visited their site, but oh my days, they drop the F-bomb more times than I care to count, and it's friggin' hilarious. I can get a recipe for hummus anywhere, but I choose to get it from them because it's really amusing. It amuses me no end. The branding, it actually gives them a really unique position within what is becoming an incredibly saturated market. Vegan health food, clean eating. Nobody's doing it the way they're doing it, and for that reason, I just love them. I just love them. Another sweary Mary is Writing Revolt's Jordan Roper. Now, she has come under scrutiny quite a lot from people that read her blog posts, take her courses, and sometimes even the people who hire her for how she swears in her copy. Now, far from detract from her branding, it's actually added to her personal branding. She's written entire blog posts and made videos on how people find her swear words controversial. It's given her a lot of subject material to go through, and again, it's made her stand out. So that's something to consider, how swear words really lend extra personality and give you just another level of very authentic communication with your customer. But again, I'm going to come back to the point that if your intended customer, your readership, your demographic is, say, quite a prim and proper, dropping a few F-bombs is really not going to win you any fans. So don't do it. Another thing to remember with swearing in marketing copy is that it is a disruptor. It is different from every other kind of marketing floating about on the internet, handed out on the streets in print. It's different. And that disruptive quality is going to stand to make you really pop out among the sea of marketing noise. If that's something that you really want to do, like land on the scene with a splash, swearing could well be the way to give you that heightened elevation. So again, it's worth considering. The final point I'm going to make pro swear is that it's a very emotional type of language. If you're going to go effing and jeffing in your copy, I think that you need to be aware of the emotional weight that it carries. It's a very powerful selling and persuasive technique. You can employ emotion to make people buy in a snap. You know, the part of your brain that deals with emotional reaction is far faster than the part that deals with rationality. So if you play to somebody's emotions, you're far likely to get them to convert quicker than if you appeal to their rational side. First, you sex them up a bit. You get them all excited about owning it, and then later, when they're ready to rationalize why they wanted to make that purchase, then they can look at the features. So swear words are another way to work this emotional angle into your copy. Negative aspect of swearing in your copy is that it can serve to put people on the offensive immediately. People that don't like it will instantly dislike your brand. They'll instantly dislike you. Now again, you have to be very, very, very confident that this is the right approach for your target market. You need to have your homework done and dusted and in that little tray. Know your customer before you start doing it. Put out a survey and hold a focus group and see how they feel about it. Test 2 pieces of copy against each other, maybe in a test using Optimizely or MailChimp, an A/B test, swearing versus not swearing, and see how they react to it. If you want to just test the waters a little bit, maybe even start with, a soft core swear word like arse or damn or piss. And then move on to the more risky swear words. See how you go. Really, there's no right or wrong when it comes to swearing in marketing copy. It really does just depend on your branding and your customer. It does have some really surprising benefits. But again, the one negative is a real humdinger of a negative. As you can probably tell, I love swearing. It's my favourite. And typically using a lot of expletives in the spoken language is indicative of a very articulate individual. So next time I drop a curse in front of you, maybe you're going to want to respect how articulate I am. If you have a question you'd like me to answer in next week's Kiss My A's, pop a comment below and I'll answer it for you, or you can call me out on Twitter at EJCownley and use the hashtag KissMyA's and I will give you my A's. Thanks very much for watching. Until next time, take care.